All right, everyone. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for you all being here and just start this off with an intention today of helping this company, be protected in the mission that we're doing right here, bringing this to the masses. This is a very, very strong mission that we're bringing to the world right now. And it's so important for us to, this is the intention part of this right here, guys, okay? So I want to open up all these with an intention. And I just want to say that it's so important. We've got a shot to do this properly and for us to just protect what we have going and move forward at a great speed, how we're doing this. And together we're going to do this. We don't need to hype things up whatsoever with what we're doing. We just need to share an experience. And it's something just in this day and age where we're at, with things. Obviously, that this is such a powerful thing that we need to be really careful what we say. And, we have to, we just have to protect it for everyone, because there's a lot beyond the making money and all this. The most important thing is, especially right now, is for us to go into a time of a time for us to raise our vibration up. It's that plain and simple right there. Okay, so I just want to take my glasses off for a minute and say welcome you all to this call today. So thank you. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and start this off. I always enjoy kicking these calls off. For those of you new, we start this off with getting on the same frequency. If you guys do have a device right now, I always like to rock focus when I'm working on this. So I'm going to start on the HEALY app here. I'm juggling, trying to add people to the group and trying to get everything synchronized here at the moment to get this going on. So I'm going to go to concentration here. Acute is the one I encourage you guys when you're at work and stuff to try this. 1 second, please. Just getting there right now. Concentration acute, boom. And this is a wonderful thing. If you guys have not experienced this, the concentration acute it's a game changer. It's a complete game changer of a program right there. It really helps. And I apologize. I've been with my daughters all day long today, so I've been in like a kid play mode. This is my time of the week that I'm with my children. So getting into work mode and outside of that, sometimes it can be a little bit of a transition. But one thing I want to discuss with you all today is, as you guys all grow your HEALY businesses, it's going to get to a point with how big this business, and this is really weighing on my heart, so I just want to share this all with you right now, okay? Because I'm approaching 8,000 people on my team, and I don't say that to brag. Eventually, you all who stick with HEALY will have 8,000 people plus on your team. That's just where this is headed. But let me tell you, with that happening in the beginning of a whole new business and stuff like this, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of people calling me, and I welcome those phone calls. I welcome the text messages. And I just want to say, like, if I'm short of my responses to you, you can only imagine. I'm not just a person that just started off in this business. I've been growing this thing for a year, and I probably have people in 45 different countries right now. And Jeanette's been in my presence to see how crazy my phone rings and getting pulled in all these different directions. It's a lot. And, this is the thing about the network marketing industry, is we're dealing with so many people. It's interesting to look at the contrast between a brick and mortar business opportunity and the difference between a home-based business, whether it's relationship marketing, right? It's not just go put a smile on and see a customer and boom, they're out the door and they got the receipt if they want to return something. With this, it's a long-term thing. It's a long-term business. And I'm just letting you all know that if I seem short of my text messages, that's why. I may give you 2, 3 word answers, but hey, that's better than nothing right there. Okay. If I have more time, I'll engage with you all, and you'll find yourself with that business also. And HEALY is doing a wonderful job about getting with their marketing. I'm not sure if you guys saw this today. There's a whole new website that came out today, and the website is very, very good. It's absolutely amazing. I just want, shout out to Siv and her husband for making the new videos out there in the websites for the company. You guys, where they're going with this in the futuristic, I was just talking to one of my leaders, Michael Vick, a few minutes ago, and what you'll notice about the HEALY marketing and where they're going with this It's going to be extremely futuristic. The exact word that he said was Michael Vick, one of my biggest leaders who came in beginning. He said, he described it like Apple, just like very crisp marketing, very futuristic, crisp marketing. And really this is, especially with the technology that we have here, that's exactly what we need. We're talking about like the 5D, cutting edge looking vibrant marketing. And you guys, just so you know, every single one of these meetings right here, half an hour long, they are different. So none of them are the same. It's just stuff that is on my mind, stuff that's on your mind. We mix it together and just go to that. So kind of really fast paced moving. So I appreciate all your guys' patience, and hey, I'm a single father. I have my kids 3 days a week. We all have our lives going on and all these different other facets of our lives. So we just be patient with one another. Okay. And on that note, I've been working with compliance a whole bunch today. It's really important for us to, again, stay away from, making claims when people are asking about, about this, just the different things out there. We know if we just stick to the simple concept that this reduces inflammation and increases cellular energy production by 500%, you will feel like a freaking rock star on this, guys. And I Jeanette and you guys, I can't wait till all you experience this. But every single day I look forward to my day, because when I go out in the public, I know just when I was in the VIP club with Dirk, when we were in Miami at this very nice club and popping bottles and having a good time, and stuff like this, all of us with the HEALY top leader stuff. And he said to me, he goes, Ryan, what we have above us, that no one else has in this whole entire club right now? We got frequencies. And I was like, oh, you are so right. Dirk's probably up in a big old suit running wires up and down his arms, in his, looking all sporty and stuff like this and stuff like, and I was more casual that night or whatever. But, that's the truth. When we go out in public and how we're living our lives right now, we are a step ahead of the masses right now. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up for a second and take a breather. And this is how we'll handle these meetings. Why don't we turn this on? I'd like to hear from Brad, just because I haven't had really a chance to talk to Brad. You really briefly, Brad, would you like to say anything right now?
I'm loving the beginning of this so far. I've been a member for, actually got my first HEALY back in November, and kind of just sat, didn't even use it for months until about 4 weeks ago. And I was hitting the wall every day in the afternoon, and I took it out and did the energy program 3 days in a row. And within 5 minutes, my energy was back. And I got pretty juiced at that point, because I've been around frequency technology for a lot of years, and I'm convinced this is the best thing I've seen. So I upgraded to resonance 3 weeks ago, or 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've sold 6 so far, and looking forward to a bunch more.
Man, that is awesome. I'll give you an applause for that one, man. Great job right there. Hey, if everyone just did that, I look at my back office and I watch the thing go from about 7,000 to, I think I'm at like 7,800 in a week. So we were up about 800, which is almost pretty much like about 10% was my growth from my, and as we see this start compounding, right, our businesses grow. Where I'm going with this is, I appreciate what you're doing, Brad. You're on the team, obviously. And, if everyone went out there and just did even just a quarter of that right there, which is, do you feel down deep in your heart and soul and your being that everyone needs this technology as a physical and emotional and spiritual being on this planet?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm looking in the eyes. Yeah.
No doubt.
We'll have a frequency stare off. So that's wonderful. Well, thank you, brother. Again, thank you for your service. Right. And I just, it's just amazing to meet all the people and just know that the people here, you don't hear us talking about the money so much. It's about you. It's about the passion. And there's so many things. Hello, kiddo. There's so many things in life that people do for a living and they're not passionate about it. And Just on this note, I was having a call with Sophia Stewart, the author of The Matrix and the Terminator series today for an hour and a half. And I have this call recorded here. And just a heads up, this is like, Sophia and I have been friends for 5 years. And she actually let me release the court documents when she won this billion-dollar lawsuit. She let me publicly announce this to the world. And you know what? I looked on YouTube today. I swear to goodness, I had the court documents and going through everything. I swear YouTube actually scrubbed it off the internet to silence her. This woman had won a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit because the Wachowski brothers had stolen her thing. This is a proven fact. And when you listen to this lady, you'll see where I'm going with this in a second, but Sarah Rodriguez, who's one of the biggest Healy people in the United States in the company, she's a really dear friend and cross line. It was like deeper than gospel. I mean, this lady channels when she made The Matrix and the Terminator, she channels this. And where I'm going with mentioning all this, guys, is there will be some stuff coming involving Sophia Stewart that we're working on. Sarah and I are working on, because the Matrix series and stuff dealt with frequency. When she called me up yesterday, she's like, Ryan, she's like, I've been telling you about frequency all this time. She's like, did you forget what the Matrix was all about? And I was like, no, well, I haven't watched it for a little bit, Sophia. I've just been doing my own thing, but it's nice to catch up, and stuff like this. And I tell you, but what she said to me was this, because she's a hardcore, she channels straight like from God, basically. And she said, if you're not doing right now in this day and age, like your calling, your mission on this planet, it's like, yes, we have to, in this funny money system, we're more reliant on, but eventually there's going to be this massive breakthrough, and the abundance is already flowing. There's plenty of everything in the entire world. We're passing into that right now. But she's made it very clear, if you're not doing your calling right now, and if it's not so clear, which everything she was saying, it was just like Healy, 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 Healy. It was just like going through my body, and I was rocking the frequencies, and it was just, when I hear things and I'm on the frequencies, I don't know if you notice this, if it's music or stuff like this, things have a way deeper value, and it feels like you can bring this stuff and help manifest it into your life, which gets a little freaky. Have you noticed that real quick, Brad? And then I'll switch it over to Janice.
Yeah, I have noticed it.
Right.
Totally with you on that.
Like, these are the kind of testimonials I feel like we can share and not have some agency like breathing down our throats about things, or compliance. Is just, it's cool stuff. So I like to stick to these kind of things. And I think growing, just a note on this is, I think as we grow our businesses, these are the things that we, when people see the integrity and honesty and the truthfulness when we're talking to them about Healy, that this is how we need to naturally grow our business. Okay. So thank you so much, Brad. Nice to finally meet you in person and stuff. So thank you. Let's see, guys. I'm just going to keep the ball rolling here with people's faces I see up here. Janice, would you be comfortable in talking here? I'm flipping through the pictures and seeing everyone. There's Tony. Hello, Tony. Good seeing you. And Tatiana, nice seeing you. And Julie Witterberg. Hello. Good day. And Andy. I'm not just saying hello to women. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Okay, so there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this over here real quick. We're just going to pick some more people, so put you on the spot. Janice, what's up?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh,
well, I'm
pretty good. How are you?
Great. Well, I've checked it out with Brad. Brad's the person that turned me on to it, and I personally haven't bought one yet.
Okay.
But I don't personally have a lot of issues either, so I've used it, but can't say I notice a big difference.
Okay, so this is what I'll say about that real quick, is first of all, there is a lot of people that on the spiritual aspect, and I respect what you have to say, but when it comes down to working with the technology, not just an hour, but implementing it for 2 to 3 hours in your life, it's not about like, if you have an ailment or anything like that, it's about just being supercharged and really living the most epic life that you have ever lived, is how I feel about this, and so do a lot of people, Janice. And and I have a lot of people that this week alone, people that are, you know, they're very spiritual and they're life coaches. And I'm not saying that's ego that gets in the way of us saying, hey, that's cool. Like it helps a lot of people. And I don't really need, and I'm happy for your great health, Janice. But it's further than that right there, and it's frequency, it's all this stuff, and so I promise you that you will notice a difference. But what I do notice is that they end up, they're like, you know what, they tell me, they go, I tried to fight this off, but it was like the universe just kept kept pushing it on me and pushing on it, and I just stood back. Once the seed was planted, it just kept resonating. These people they're very spiritually aware. And they can't fight the feeling. They can't fight the feeling anymore, and they come into it. So I can't wait to hear your experience when you do choose to come on board and actually start implementing them. If you choose to do so, the door is open for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I have a friend that has a boatload of issues that I would like to see him use it in.
Right.
How it shifts his energy, because I know. It seems like, you know, nothing works and he's doing morphine, and it's like, you know, he needs to shift that in my opinion.
I will say that you're the first person that I've had on my calls so far, and this is, I think, my 6th or 7th. I really appreciate you being here, because you're the first person that, you know, has a little bit, I wouldn't call it skepticism, but just, you know, that's not on the product yet, that doesn't have one ordered, and you come, you know, with the intention of helping others. So I have a lot of respect for you for that. And I'm excited to see when you do have the breakthrough moment and you choose to do what you do. Text me and said, Ryan, done deal. And I'll know, we'll be on the same page. I'll know exactly what you're talking about right there. So yes.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, thank you so much. You guys, I'm going to give you my phone number right now. So please take this down, Janice and everyone else. Wait for that text, Janice. That's 206 396 9778. Again, that's 206 396 9778. And if you would just please, if you'd like to send me a text with all your guys' full names, your email addresses, if you have a Healy ID and who your sponsor is. I keep very organized with the 11,000 plus people that are in my cell phone with programs to help me out with that. So I just want to be of service as efficiently as possible for you all. So right now we've got 21 people on the call. That is great. I've had some good interaction with Tony today, so I'd like to open it up. Is that okay, Janice? Are you good? I didn't mute you out, did I? I'm sorry, I didn't mute you out, did I? I want to close you off there. Do you have any, are you good? Yeah? Okay. Thank you though for being here, Janice. We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, so we got Susan coming in right now. Tony, would you like to see something? Hello? I'm going to unmute you 1 second. Ask to unmute. There we go. Asking to unmute. Wonderful. So go ahead, Tony, you're with us.
Hi, sweetheart. Sorry, this is kind of crazy, but I'm actually recovering from kidney stone surgery this morning. So I told you I'm a mess. I did not expect you to call on me.
A hot mess today, huh?
Yeah, I have a pretty, I think it's a pretty miraculous testimonial on myself. And I've actually known about energy frequency for a little while. I have a friend of mine who's a Slovakian girlfriend, and she traveled with the doctor and trained on a machine called the Skio. And it's a $25,000 machine that basically does kind of what our Healy does, but she charges about $80 to $100 a treatment for it. And sorry, my voice is, you know, they had that thing down my throat this morning, so I'm still kind of not talking normal. Anyway, when I heard about this in January, we were just getting ready to go on vacation, and I told my friend, listen, I'm not really looking into a business right now, and we're on vacation, so I'll take a look at this a little later. And then, of course, 2 days in, my husband went golfing. I'm laying by the pool, and I thought, I got to take a look at this. So I started watching the videos, and I saw that 17-minute TED Talk that they did. You know, I'm sure you all have seen it. And I mean, I knew about energy frequency, but that really gave me a lot of information that really kind of enlightened me a little bit more. So I messaged my friend and said, I want more information on this, and I think I want to get a machine. Because in July of 2018, I had a major knee injury where I fell at a roller skating party, my grandnephew's roller skating party, and I had a torn meniscus, a torn ligament, bone on bone, and arthritis. And they wanted to do a partial knee replacement.
I'm just kidding.
So I was totally, I was really trying to avoid, you know, you know, all of us on here are probably all very much into natural, and I was just trying to avoid surgery as much as I could. So I had tried CBD, I had tried stem cells patches, the stem cell pills, HGH, you know, I did it all, tried it all. And it was pretty miraculous for a minute. I mean, they would work for about 10 minutes and then they'd wear off, you know? So, but my wound, my injury was like a gunshot wound. It was literally like a level 10 plus pain. And it would pull me out of bed sometimes at night. It was just really terrible pain. So I'd been wearing a knee brace and walking with a limp for about a year and a half. And I'm a hairdresser, so I stand a lot. And I was just kind of desperate and told him I wanted to get that HEALY now. So I was able to get one, and I was able to start using it in March. And I think I started March 8th. And I used it for a lot of different programs, you know, my memory, a lot of different things I just needed to help with. But within about 20 days, by March 28th, I told my husband, I think I'm going to take this knee brace off because I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I have good and bad days, but I hadn't really been consistently good with anything else for a long time. So I took the knee brace off and I told my husband, I just can't even believe this. I'm not walking with a limp. My pain went from a 10 plus to 0 to 1, you know, maybe 2. And I was just literally shocked because my friend that has the Skio has used it on me for my knee several times, but it just never isolated enough to really make it work. And of course, she didn't work on me for 20 days in a row. Luckily, we have our own handheld device. We can do it whenever we want, however we want. And I didn't use it for the pain every day. And the frequencies I think that helped my knee, I think were the pain, the chronic pain. And at that time, it was titled joint pain. And then also, I used the aging one because I think aging is inflammation, and I had a lot of inflammation from the arthritis and the torn meniscus and torn ligament. So anyway, that's my story. It was pretty miraculous to me and my husband. We've been kind of shocked and impressed with what it's done for me. And so I've been sharing it. I've sold about 4 of them now, and I'm ready to get to work after I get through healing from this damn kidney stone, unfortunately. And I didn't know if it would work on the kidneys. I was messaging people trying to find out, but I wasn't getting answers. And I was actually treating myself for what I thought was a bladder infection, which ended up being a kidney stone, a 9 millimeter. So anyway,
Yikes.
I ended up having to get the darn thing blasted because it was blocking my urethra, and it was, you know, that's pretty deadly. So I had to get it fixed. So
yeah,
now I'm recovering.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see you face to face and speak with you, and I hope that you feel better right away, Tony. So thank you for.
Thank you, Rye.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for allowing me on, honey.
Yes, most definitely. I know you're going to get better right away here. Then you're going to, it's kind of like the bow and arrow. It gets pulled back, right? And it like you're being pulled back right now. And as soon as you're feeling better, and you're just going to take your business to all new levels. So that's why that's the message coming to me right now that I think we're going to see in your life. So that's absolutely wonderful. So thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Gosh, we got some awesome people here. You know, so just also with doing this group thing, it's the message also coming to me right now. I get all these messages. It's nothing's more fun than talking to yourself sometimes, and you're just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just get this information, and it's my intention to really moderate, you know, what's being said in these groups and stuff like this. So that's on my heart, is to help this become a resource. These daily things that we're doing to not, you know, talk about the business and have people to be able to share their experiences. And I may stop in the middle and just, you know, it looks good when we're, you know, calling each other, just setting boundaries on what people say about things and stuff. So you get the feeling here that Tony's having some success. Who else would like to say something? Feel free to go ahead and unmute. We've got 21 people in this chat. We got Tatiana raising her hand. You go ahead, Tatiana.
Hey, yeah, I just, I'm actually really new to all this. I mean, I have believed in frequencies for a while because I did essential oils and I learned about frequencies there. And so that was really cool. But I got my HEALY on Friday night. I had used it twice with my upline, my lease, and I got mine on Friday night, and I've been doing at least 1 to 2 programs per day. My testimony is that I have felt much better. I felt much better clarity mentally, and just like that little shift of motivation. So I was really happy about that. But I went hiking on Saturday. Went on like a 5-mile hike on Saturday, and then I went on a 6-hour all day kind of, you know, hike on Sunday. Drove an hour there and an hour back. But when I was coming back from the hike on Sunday, I was just like dragging, getting back to the car. Got back in the car and I was driving, so I had to be awake. So I put the electrodes on, did the energy program, and that was at 6 o'clock when we started driving home. And I had full energy driving, and then I was not tired till I actually physically got home after 10 o'clock that night. And so to me, that's huge because I've done shorter hikes, and I'm just like wiped out where I want to lay down on my kid's bed when we get back from hiking.
Right.
But on Sunday, I drove, you know, we went out for some food, we talked, I had to drive my kid back, then I had to drive home, and that was like an additional 4 hours. And because I did that energy program, I literally was not tired till like after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so to me, that's huge because I have done so many hikes where I've been just like physically wiped out and I still have to drive. And you're like just praying, like, give me the energy. I don't need to be closing my eyes,
It's like when you're driving down the road and you're really, really tired, you're like, gosh, just get me home right now. I just, it's like moments where, hey, I got to use the bathroom really bad. It's the last of the last, and you just need to just get there and just, fulfill the mission, right? Like mission possible, not impossible. So, I
was just, to me, that's like a huge testimony. It's just, and I've noticed a difference in just like the mental, a little bit more of motivation and mental clear. I've done all the gold programs. So the relax, the release, the being, the care, the balance. And then I've done some other of the mental ones. And it's been like over the last 5 to 6 days, it's been like a change. So I definitely am very, very happy to have it and share it.
Well, that's absolutely so wonderful. And that when you are feeling down, just like with what Janice was talking about, and it's like, well, hey, I feel good anyways, but just from the energy aspect, that's when you really notice it. Like right before I got into this call with you guys, I've been down at the beach and kids and 2 dogs and, doing all this. I'm like, gosh, I just need to rest. It's for a few, especially after going all week and how hard I go for all of you, honestly. I'm not giving myself a pat on the back, but I'll give you an example. Is on Friday, Jeanette knows, on Friday and Saturdays, I open up my home from 11 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. And we just have, I have something called the Frequency Freak Lion's Den over here because I'm a Leo and we're the Frequency Freaks. So it's something catchy, fun, kind of weird, and it's like you can come over and get some your back cracked by the chiropractor. You're getting your eyes tattooed. If you want to get your eyes tattooed like Jeanette and I did, you can go ahead and if people are being these exchanges of services, get your hair cut if you want to by someone else, there could be my tattoo artist could be here. Tattooing is talking about coming in and they all discount the rates because they're not having to pay overhead with what they're doing. So you're able to get to, for half off or, even a third, 2/3 off or whatever price wise. But my point is that, I do work hard for all you and I just, I know my upline works hard for me and I know that Stefano and Martin, these guys are working really hard and here we've blown out their other leg and they're still putting their energy over to us and they just know in the long term we're gonna have full abundance anyways and that's all that matters. That's all that matters out there. As we flip over to the cryptocurrency systems and all this stuff, the money isn't going to be the issue at all. And so it's really going to come down to just keeping a balanced life and serving others. So there's that. Let's see, Jeanette, do we go hard or what?
Me? I just wanted to say something to Tony. The deep cycle, and it says kidney for female on the deep cycle.
Okay. Whoa, shoot. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Perfect. So I guess women have different kidneys than guys.
We got a men and a male kidney and a female kidney.
I saw that on there and I think I used it one time, probably like right before everything happened. I'm wondering if my body was trying to express the kidney stone and that's what maybe kicked it in, because it was so big it wouldn't go through the urethra, and I had a big attack, kind of. It's like I had to go in. I went to the emergency room, so I tried it, but it was probably too late to break it up. I think it was just trying to get out of my body. I don't know.
I'll say one thing.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, in our program, you all I really like is the regeneration one. Every morning I start off with that one. That's my go-to in the morning. It just works really, really well. I kind of look at it as my anti-aging one. It just kind of regenerates me. So I do contentment when I'm with my children. I use concentration like I am right now. I've got this thing pumped up to 90 right now, and it just really helps out. Let's see, who else would like to talk? We're already 30 minutes into it, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and I like to try to keep this between 30 and 40 minutes, but who else would like to say something?
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Is there a place that has a little description of each of these programs? I mean, kidneys is obvious what it is, but a lot of them aren't so obvious.
Yeah, I have a custom-made PDF that I will send to you all. If you want to text me, I'll get this to you guys all tonight. And I'm going to try to upload this into the group so I don't even have to text this to anyone else anymore after so I'll get this uploaded. It's a great PDF that someone actually made on our team with this. So feel free to text me and just say, please send PDF, with all your contact information, again, that I requested here a few minutes ago, and I'll get that over to you tonight there, Brad and team.
I got a question, Ryan.
Yes.
We got that, there's 4 apps, right? Total?
Because
there's that advisor app. So it's going to, if someone has a question to the app, it'll advise you.
Okay.
Isn't it? Like I
think that ties into the daily nutrition stuff as well. I believe.
Because there's 4 apps, or I know right now for me 4 apps to download. And
dang. I'm in Seattle, guys, Bellevue, Washington, everyone, just so you know, I'm West Coast time here, okay, Pacific time, right above Tony there in Cali, okay. Let me see here, and let's see who else we have. Are you good, Jeanette? Should I open up someone else? Anna, my
yeah, sure.
Anna, my Lise, I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing, girl. You're kicking some serious tail feather, and you got some people up here locally in Seattle. It's been amazing meeting new friends, so thank you for connecting us.
Yeah, I got 2 so far in Seattle. There's more coming.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, after using HEALY for 1 week, I kind of got a facelift. I used Miriam before, and it kind of took away my chipmunks. And Tatiana that just talked, she came in and said, wow, you look younger. I'm like, I like it. So that was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed is my son had a birthday Saturday, and I have not been able to eat lactose or lactose protein or anything for years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been so severely sensitive. I had whipped cream. I can't tell you how much. And
what I like to do? I really recommend that you take that whipped cream and you just tilt your head back and just fill your, do the chubby bite and just fill it up. Yeah.
Oh, I pretty much been doing that.
Yeah, that's what I do with my daughters.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So HEALY's great. But you know what I really like with HEALY? It's a global business. I signed up 2 people in Sweden so far, and I have 1 person in Philippines coming up right now.
Wonderful.
So this is, with 44 countries open, it's incredible opportunity right now for everybody.
Well, and also that being said there, Mylise, we're going to be opening up into South America, Central America, all the way up through Mexico and Canada, from what I heard, pretty quickly after we got our stuff taken from the United States. So just
Gloria that is in Seattle, she's from Colombia, and she can't wait.
You just said Colombia with like a Colombian accent. That was kind of weird. Colombia.
Yeah, I speak a few languages, so.
It looks like it with your name there, Mylise.
I'm Swedish born, but I speak a lot of languages, so.
Oh, there you go.
It gets kind of avoided. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
For this. This is awesome. Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah. This is exciting hearing everyone's testimonials. Beyond listening to me, just hearing everyone's testimonials is wonderful. So, and when she's talking about the skin, I've noticed it also. Usually my face, I've kind of bigger, puffier cheeks and stuff like this. And gosh, the jawline's coming in nice. your skin, just because we're reducing inflammation so much here, which that's proven, right? 40 hertz frequency, this is what Carol McMakin speaks of. And this is the same frequency, just a heads up, that MIT University, if you Google 40 hertz frequency, MIT and Alzheimer's, that's the study that they're doing is on that particular frequency, which is really, I'm not saying Healy cures Alzheimer's or anything like this or anything, but you know, it's the same frequency. It's the 40 hertz frequency for inflammation and that. So it's a very, very powerful frequency. And that's where you're getting, I mean, you're right. Like, I mean, I like good skincare. That's a must, night and day, you know, sometimes 3 times a day. You know, I want to look good when but you really wonder how long we're going to stay alive almost being on these frequencies, because this is definitely uncharted territories. I mean, it kind of is a little freaky. I mean, would we live potentially to be 200 years? Who knows? You know, I mean, they talk about like in the biblical days where people lived to be really, to be hundreds of years old, right? And this is before all the crazy stuff that was happening in the world and stuff, not to go on a religious rant at all, but it just makes you wonder, right? Even if we live to be 130 or something like this, you know, or I'll take 160 plus, you know, so for all of you. Anyways, yeah, thank you, Mylese. You look great. You look better.
Thank you.
You look better.
I'm glad you're doing this. This is putting a momentum into the team. It's awesome.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you see the benefit in all this. It's hard not to right now, right? So, does anyone else want to say anything at all about this? And we will wrap this up. And I just want to conclude here. Today is Wednesday. It's Hump Day here. You know, we've got 2 more days before Friday, and we are, you know, with the night coming up, this is when the free upgrades are going to go away. And I just want to say in closing that let's help each other really go. This is the end of the race here, going and going and going. I knew when I came into this company that you know, you are your best competition. Don't even pay attention to anyone else out there. Try to make a sale every single day, even if it's just for $500, or if you want to go ahead and set your goal. If it's going to be 2 in a week, for example, if it's going to be 1 every other day, 3 in a week or something like this, set your goal and hold yourself accountable. And as you've seen in my previous videos, if you know, I've shown you how to drive traffic on YouTube. This is working really nicely for our team, just uploading things. And you guys, you know what? I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you something here today. This is just an extra bonus icing on the cake here, and I feel it's okay to go ahead and show this right here. I'm not singing out a YouTube link. This is a private video, but since we're towards the end of the week, I feel it's safe that for me to show you for the first time the new Healy company video. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Unmute. You guys are gonna love this. And just a heads up, my voice is in this at about 30 seconds into this, and you guys will see the level of quality of production work. And you know, when it comes to building a business, everyone, you know that it comes down to duplication. You know, when you can duplicate off of. I'm trying to find a video. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Your videos. I'm gonna do a screen share, and we're gonna close this out after this 4-minute video, y'all. And this video will be available here this week, from what I understand. But I'm going to share this with you here right now. So 1 second, please. Let me go to screen share. You guys sure you're ready to see this? Yeah. Okay. 1 second here. Playing hard to get for a second. Share screen, desktop. You guys are gonna love this. And I'm the guy right after Steve Jobs. Here we go. Here we go. 1 second, please.
I called up Bill Hewlett when I was 12 years old, and he lived in Palo Alto. His number was still in the phone book. And he answered the phone himself. Yes. Hi, I'm Steve Jobs. I'm 12 years old. I'm a student in high school, and I want to build a frequency counter. And I was wondering if you had any spare parts I could have. And he laughed, and he gave me the spare parts to build this frequency counter, and he gave me a job that summer in Hewlett-Packard, working on the assembly line, putting nuts and bolts together on frequency counters. He got me a job in a place to build them. And I was in heaven.
I want to show you the device that really is changing all of this right now. This is the world's first artificial intelligence
The German-born theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity once said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it." Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Every object on Earth possesses what is called a natural frequency, which depends on its size, shape, and composition. 1, 7. This explains how a singer can shatter a glass by hitting a certain note, which does not happen because the singer's voice has reached a particularly high pitch. Rather, it is a matter of attaining the natural frequency of the glass. As a result, all the energy in the sound of the singer's voice is transferred to the glass, and it shatters. The professional boxer, activist, and philanthropist nicknamed the Greatest, widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century, and as one of the greatest boxers of all time, used to not only match the frequencies of his opponent's training schedules, he used to do more frequently, so that when he stepped into the ring, he knew that they could never match his power, because his frequency was stronger. Everywhere in daily life, there are frequencies of sound and electromagnetic waves constantly changing and creating the features of the visible and audible world familiar to everyone. Some aspects of frequency can only be perceived indirectly, yet people are conscious of them without even thinking about it. A favorite radio station, for instance, may have a frequency of 99.7 megahertz. And fans of that station know that every time they turn the FM dial to that position, the station signal will be there. Of course, people cannot hear radio and television frequencies, part of the electromagnetic spectrum, but the evidence for them is everywhere. Similarly, people are not conscious in any direct sense of frequencies in sound and light. Yet, without differences in frequency, there could be no speech or music, nor would there be any variations of color. HEALY is a certified combination of innovation and technology that uses individually determined frequencies to stimulate specific areas of the body. Through regular use of the selected frequency, the HEALY can support restoring your cell membrane tension to a natural level. Each frequency application is clearly displayed in the HEALY app. Just select the one that you want and feel it. The HEALY is not intended to cure, treat, or prevent disease, but rather to support energetic balance and enhance recovery, vitality, and well-being.
Yeah. All right. Woo. My goodness. Let me go ahead and stop screen share right there. So there you go. Well, hopefully you guys like that. I want to ask everyone's opinion. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this whole thing down here, but wow, huh? Is that cool? I will ask your opinion. What do you think? You like it? It's good, huh? Yes, it's good stuff. Wonderful. I can't hear, so I tell you what, I am going to, you guys, with that being said, there you go. Got some feedback there. Tony speaking on behalf of everyone. Thank you, Tony. So sweet. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up right now. But again, we'll be doing the call tomorrow. Just a heads up, I'm going to share with you the time for the call tomorrow real quick, looking at the calendar, so you can put this on your calendar. And I want to make sure that you guys are on the email list. If you guys can text me and say, add me to the calendar list, I'll put you on the calendar. So every time I shift the date of the next day, you'll get an email reminder letting you know when our Frequency Freak daily Zoom call is here, 6 days a week, except Sunday. So tomorrow is Thursday, and we will go and do this at 5 p.m. Excuse me, Josh F. Let's go ahead and go with 5 p.m. tomorrow is going to be our call for tomorrow. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for coming today. And please get your team members. I really want to pack the house. Yes, we only have about 20 plus people on this, or we do get up going over 100 views on this. But we will. I'm here. I'm dedicated to help you keep holding these and protecting the environment. And so let's keep moving forward. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much. All righty, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.
You're awesome. Thank you, Ryan.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. See y'all. Bye-bye.